So a couple weeks ago, Mark Zuckerberg came out on Joe Rogan and said that the FBI made Facebook suppress information in regards to the Hunter Biden story. And now we're finding out that Twitter's individual engineers have been doing the same thing and just pretty much doing whatever they see fit. And Twitter hasn't been able to do anything about it. So let's see what it's actually about in their own words.
Including geolocation data. Did you testify to that earlier today?
I know that Twitter has IP locations and that they do use geolocation services based upon IP addresses.
Wow, 4,000 employees with access to that data. That's extraordinary. So those employees would be in a position then, if they wanted to get this information and dox Twitter users. Is that fair to say?
That is a concern of mine, sir, yes.
Wow. That's a significant concern. 4,000 people with the ability to dox individual users who pick up the phone and use Twitter. That's extraordinary. Have you ever seen it happen?
I have seen numerous situations where Twitter engineers had to patch a problem, and I said, what was the problem? And they said, oh, engineers could tweet as anybody. The data was exposed in this part, and it was always reactionary rather in finding these wounds left and right and putting Band-Aids on them because the systemic underlying problems were not addressed, the broad access to too much information and too many systems.
When
So you have Twitter engineers forcing their bias on their own users. In his own words, it's ridiculous what's been going on. There's such a bias in this country. There's such a double standard, and it's sad it had to get this out of control before it started to get exposed.